The Must Knows.
From Loopin English Podcast.
Hello, I'm Laura.
And I'm Jason. Welcome back to The Must Knows. Remember our key point. Learn just 20 core verbs, and you can speak 80% of daily English conversations.
Today, we're excited to break down 5 high-frequency verbs: have, leave, hold, drive, and fix.
Chapter 1. Have.
Let's start with our first core verb, have. To see how much it changes a conversation, let's listen to version A without using the verb have.
Version A. Jason, do you possess any free time for a drink after work today?
I'd love to, but I currently possess an idea for a new project, so I must write it down.
Oh, come on, let's consume some pizza together. My treat.
Sounds great. Actually, I possess a feeling that tonight will be fun.
Wow, that sounded a bit stiff and heavy. Words like possess and consume sound like a legal document. Now, let's hear version B using the magic of have.
Version B. Jason, do you have time for a drink after work today?
I'd love to, but I have an idea for a new project, so I need to write it down.
Oh, come on. Let's have some pizza together. My treat.
Sounds great. Actually, I have a good vibe about tonight.
See how naturally everything flows with have? Let's break down the meanings one by one.
First, basic possession. Think about those everyday moments when you're looking for something. Like when you're looking for your keys before leaving the house. Do you have my car keys? Do you have my car keys?
Or when you're out with friends and realize your battery is dying. Do you have a charger on you? Do you have a charger on you?
Next up, this one is huge. When ordering at a cafe or restaurant, forget give me. Native speakers almost always say, can I have?
Exactly. At a cafe, instead of overcomplicating it, just say, can I have an iced Americano, please? Or if you need something extra at a restaurant, can I have some extra napkins, please? Can I have an extra fork, please?
Moving right along. You can also use have to say you'll get something into a certain state by a specific time.
Yes. Think of the structure. Have plus object plus past participle. It basically means, I'll make sure this gets completed.
Exactly. For example, instead of just saying, I will finish the report, saying, I'll have the report finished shifts the focus to the completed result. It sounds much more reliable and professional.
Like when you're promising a deadline at work. We will have the document prepared by tomorrow morning.
Or when telling a client or colleague, I'll have the details sent to you by 5 p.m.
That is so useful for everyday life. What about describing what people or things look like?
Second, have describes personal features, physical traits, or even product designs. For example, he has blonde hair and brown eyes, just like his father.
What if you're trying to remember what a suspect or someone you met briefly looked like?
You can ask about specific features. For instance, did he have glasses on when you saw him? Or did he have any tattoos on his arm?
Oh, I see. And what about talking about gadgets or items?
Great question. You use have to describe the features or specs of an item. For example, the new smartphone has a sleek, water-resistant design.
Oh, that's such a great tip.
Now that brings us right to our third point. Abstract possession, using have for time, ideas, thoughts, feelings, or fixed expressions.
Right? Remember version B from earlier when we talked about after-work plans? You can use have to make a suggestion. Do you have time for a drink after work today?
Love it. What if you're making plans for the weekend instead?
Same pattern. You can just ask, do you have time this weekend?
And if you're completely free, you can respond with, I have no plans this weekend. But if you need to decline politely, you can say, sorry, I have plans this weekend.
That's so polite. What about at work? Like when you need a super quick chat with a coworker?
Then you can keep it really brief and ask, do you have a minute? Do you have a minute?
And if they're free, they'll say, yeah, I have a few minutes. What's up? Or, sure, I have time until 3 p.m. But if you're busy, I have a meeting in 10 minutes, so maybe later.
And what if you want to emphasize how important or unbelievable something is?
You can add emphasis with no idea. You have no idea how much this project means to them.
That sounds serious. What if you feel stuck or out of options?
Expressing helplessness is super easy too. I have no choice but to accept their final proposal.
Right. And what about that famous gut feeling or intuition?
Oh, intuition. You just say, I have a feeling that this is going to be a great weekend.
And if you're completely confused after a weird conversation or meeting?
To show confusion, ask this. Do you have any idea what he was talking about during the meeting?
That is so practical. Fourth, we also use have for medical conditions, pain, and physical symptoms. For example, I've had a terrible headache since this morning, so I need some aspirin.
Oh no, I hope you feel better. Pain and illness, very important to know how to express.
Exactly. Or if someone's under the weather, you can ask, do you have a cold? You keep sneezing. And for something more specific, I have a sharp pain in my abdomen after eating that seafood.
Oh, that's a classic. But Jason, learners often get confused with continuous tenses here. Can we say, I am having a headache?
Oh, good question, Laura. That is a major common mistake. When have expresses state or possession, it is a state verb, so you cannot use the continuous plus ing form. For instance, you wouldn't say, I am having a car. Instead, you simply say, I have a car. And it's the exact same logic with health symptoms. You shouldn't say, I am having a headache. You just say, I have a headache.
That makes so much sense. So if it's a condition you're experiencing or something you own, keep it simple in this present tense. No plus ing needed.
Spot on. Now, moving to our fifth usage. Have means to consume food or drink, or to experience something.
This is probably one of the most common ways we use it in daily life, especially when ordering or talking about meals.
Exactly. Let's start with dining and ordering. You'll hear have used in everyday situations. For meal check-ins. Have you had breakfast today before coming to the office?
A classic morning check.
Then, when ordering food at a restaurant, I'll have a cheeseburger, large fries, and a Diet Coke, please.
I'll have polite and natural for ordering.
Perfect. You can also use it for invitations. Do you want to have dinner with me this Friday? And for polite requests, can I have another sandwich? This is absolutely delicious.
I love how versatile it is at the dinner table. But you also mentioned using have for experiences, right?
Yes. When you're having a good time, a bad time, or participating in an event, have is your go-to verb. For instance, if you had an amazing time at an event, we had a ball at the concert last night.
Wait, had a ball? Like a basketball?
It's not a sports ball. Ball here means a big party or a dance, so to have a ball means to have a fantastic time.
Oh, I get it. It means having so much fun.
Right. You can also use have to wish someone a good experience. Have a wonderful trip, or have a great weekend. And on the flip side, if you had a tough time, you can simply say, I had a really long day at work today.
Oh, a long day. We've all been there. It's amazing how one simple verb covers all these moments.
It sure does. Now let's jump into some quick practice and lock these in.
Let's practice. Have.
Let's test what you learned. Try to answer these 3 quick questions.
Question 1. How do you ask a coworker if they have time for a drink after work today?
Do you have time for a drink after work today? Do you have time for a drink after work today?
Question 2. How do you tell someone that you've suffered from a bad headache since this morning?
I've had a terrible headache since this morning. I've had a terrible headache since this morning.
Question 3. How do you order a cheeseburger, large fries, and a Diet Coke at a restaurant?
I'll have a cheeseburger, large fries, and a Diet Coke, please. I'll have a cheeseburger, large fries, and a Diet Coke, please.
Chapter 2. Leave.
Moving on to Chapter 2, let's talk about leave. First, let's listen to version A without using leave.
Version A. Jason, we must depart for the airport right now. What are you doing?
Oh no, I think I misplaced my passport on the kitchen counter.
Hurry! And please don't maintain the front door unlocked.
Don't worry about the door. You can entrust that task to me. Just go to the car.
Wow, depart, misplaced, maintain, entrust. That sounded super formal. Now let's hear version B with leave.
Version B. Jason, we must leave for the airport right now. What are you doing?
Oh no, I think I left my passport on the kitchen counter.
Hurry! And please don't leave the front door unlocked.
Don't worry about the door. You can leave that to me. Just go to the car.
Wow, look at that! Leave replaces all those stiff words so effortlessly.
First, leave means departing or heading somewhere. Just like the woman shouted in version B, we must leave for the airport right now.
Right! Basically, whenever you're stepping out, clearing out, or walking out of a place, you just use leave. Whether you're telling people to clear a room, could you please leave the meeting room now? We need to lock up. Or explaining why you walked out of a place, like a crowded restaurant or a late-night pub. We left the restaurant because the line was way too long. Or we left the pub around midnight to get some rest.
Now picture a classic detective scene. Imagine asking hotel security, "Did you see anyone leave the hotel last night?" And of course, if you're planning a big trip yourself, "I am leaving tonight for London to attend the conference."
Hold on, Jason. Learners often get confused between leave place and leave for place. What's the difference?
That's a huge point. Leave New York means you are departing from New York, but leave for New York means New York is your target destination.
Oh, I see. What about leaving people or jobs?
That's our second usage. Leave can mean parting ways, abandoning or breaking up with someone. For example, if you need space, you say, "Please leave me alone." And in relationships, whether it's walking away from a bad partner, he decided to leave his partner after years of arguments, or standing by a friend. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you behind in this tough situation. In extreme cases like war, it's about painful separations. Many refugees had to leave their families behind.
That brings us right into our third meaning: quitting a job, school, or military service. It's all about stepping away from an organization or phase of life. You might say, he left the company last month to start his own software business.
Good for him. You can also use it for school. After I leave school, I plan to travel around Europe. Or even for military service. Do you know why he suddenly left the army before finishing his service?
Now, moving on to the fourth usage, as we heard in version B, leave also means keeping something or someone in a specific state, like leaving the door unlocked.
Exactly, like keeping things running or turned on. Don't leave the engine running in the garage. It's dangerous. Or let's leave the lights on so the house doesn't look empty.
It can even describe an emotional state, like, the bad news left him speechless.
And this naturally leads to our fifth usage, leaving physical items in a spot, whether on purpose or by mistake. For instance, giving instructions or keeping things accessible. You can just leave the delivery boxes right there by the front door. Or if you're leaving a status open, please leave the door unlocked when you leave the building tonight.
And of course, that annoying habit we all have, misplacing things. For example, I always accidentally leave important things in my coat pockets. Or I think I left my umbrella on the subway again.
Oh, wait! Speaking of umbrellas on the subway, here's a classic mistake learners make. Can I say, "I forgot my umbrella on the subway"?
That's a major pitfall. No, you can't. If you mention a specific location, you must use leave. You can say, "I forgot my umbrella," but if you add "on the subway," you have to say, "I left my umbrella on the subway."
That makes so much sense. Location means leave. Got it. And finally, our sixth usage. Leave means to entrust or delegate a task to someone else. It's all about handing over responsibility.
Right. You'll hear this constantly in the workplace or in daily life. For instance, when you want to reassure someone, "Don't worry about the cleaning. Just leave it to us now."
Or when you're giving professional advice, you'd better leave the tech work to the engineering team.
And if you're a manager empowering your team, you might give full authority by saying, "I will leave the contract negotiations entirely to you."
That sounds like a great boss. You can also use it to divide up workload efficiently. Why don't you leave the big strategy to me and focus on design?
Exactly. Oh, and before we wrap up this usage, here's a super useful idiom. Leave it at that. It means to stop doing or discussing something for now.
Like when a meeting is running long and you say, let's leave it at that for today and move on to the next topic tomorrow.
Perfect. So today, we've covered everything from physical places, jobs, and relationships, all the way to keeping things in a certain state and delegating tasks.
We sure have. Now it's time to test your skills.
Let's practice. Leave.
Let's test what you learned. Try to answer these 3 questions.
Question 1. How do you tell someone that you need to depart for the airport the day after tomorrow?
I have to leave for the airport the day after tomorrow. I have to leave for the airport the day after tomorrow.
Question 2. How do you tell a friend that you accidentally forgot your umbrella on the subway?
I think I left my umbrella on the subway. I think I left my umbrella on the subway.
Question 3. How do you reassure a colleague that they can delegate a task to you?
Don't worry about it. Just leave it to me. Don't worry about it. Just leave it to me.
Chapter 3. Hold.
Chapter 3 covers the versatile verb hold. Let's compare version A and version B. Here is version A.
Version A. Wow, this small bag can only contain 3 items. It's too full.
I know, right? I can't even reach my wallet in here. Here. Could you grasp this heavy box for a second? I need to look for my wallet.
Sure. Hey, the crowd is crazy. Please grasp your daughter's hand tightly.
I am. Let's go to the checkout counter. Look, they conduct a special event there.
Contain, grasp, conduct. Again, very textbook. Now let's hear version B with hold.
Version B. Wow, this small bag can only hold 3 items. It's too full.
I know, right? I can't even reach my wallet in here. Here, could you hold this heavy box for a second? I need to look for my wallet.
Sure. Hey, the crowd is crazy. Please hold your daughter's hand tightly.
I am. Let's go to the checkout counter. Look, they are holding a special event there.
Version B feels so smooth. Let's break down how hold works.
First, hold means physically grasping, carrying, or clutching something.
Right. For example, when your hands are full, could you hold my bag for a second? I need to tie my shoes. Or when you're at a party and need a quick favor, can you hold my drink for a second? I want to say hi to John. And for safety, like on a bus or stairs, please hold the handrail when you walk down.
Second, hold means restraining, delaying, or controlling, like holding your breath or holding back your emotions.
Right. For example, when you're anxiously waiting for big news, you say, I'm holding my breath, waiting for the results. Or when you're so overwhelmed that you can't control your sadness, I'm so sad that I can't hold back my tears any longer.
And hold pops up in some great everyday idioms too, like hold your horses and hold the phone.
Oh, I love hold your horses. Picture pulling the reins on a horse to stop it. It just means, wait a minute, slow down.
Exactly. You use it when someone's rushing you into a decision. Hold your horses. Don't rush into it. We need to double check the budget before spending money.
And what about hold the phone?
That's when you suddenly spot a big mistake or surprise and need everyone to freeze. For example, hold the phone. Don't submit that contract yet. There's a huge error.
Oh, like telling someone to freeze on the line. I love how vivid these expressions are. And speaking of freezing or stopping, don't forget about traffic delays. When something traps you or holds you back in time, we use hold up, like when an accident stops everything in its tracks. An unexpected traffic accident held us up for over an hour.
Good example. That brings us to the third meaning, capacity or structural support. How much something can fit or carry.
Right! Whether it's a huge stadium or a venue, this football stadium comfortably holds up to 30,000 people. Or the grand ballroom can hold up to 200 people for dinner.
It even works for storage items or equipment. My media storage case holds 300 CDs. Or, do you think that wooden shelf can hold all these books?
Good example! Fourth and finally, hold means hosting or conducting events, like meetings, conferences, or auditions. For instance, we need to hold a quick team meeting today. They decided to hold a press conference to clarify the rumors. Or, where are we holding the workshop for the new employees?
Wait, Laura, there's a major trap here that learners fall into all the time, right?
Yes. Watch out for this pitfall. When an event or meeting is the subject, it can't hold itself. So you must use the passive voice, be held. So you shouldn't say, the meeting will hold tomorrow. Instead, you need that be held structure. You should say, the meeting will be held tomorrow. And for a school notice, auditions for cabaret will be held this Friday after school.
That is such a critical tip for business English. Remember, events are held. Also, quick bonus tip. If you want someone to wait on the line or wait a second, say, hold on, or hold it.
Right. On the phone, you'd say, could you hold on for a second? I have another call coming through. Or if you need someone to stop what they're doing instantly, hold it right there. Don't touch that wet paint.
Exactly. Just saying hold alone usually means physically holding an object. So adding on or it makes all the difference when you mean wait.
Great point. Now that we've covered holding hands, holding breath, stadium capacities, and meetings being held, it's time to lock these in.
That's right. Ready to test your skills?
Let's practice. Hold.
Let's test what you learned. Try to answer these 3 quick questions.
Question 1. How do you politely ask someone to carry your wine glass for a second?
Could you hold my wine glass for a second? Could you hold my wine glass for a second?
Question 2. How do you state that a stadium has the capacity to fit 30,000 people?
This stadium holds up to 30,000 people. This stadium holds up to 30,000 people.
Question 3. How do you say in business English that the meeting will take place tomorrow on the 3rd floor?
The meeting will be held on the 3rd floor tomorrow. The meeting will be held on the 3rd floor tomorrow.
Chapter 4. Drive.
Let's move on to Chapter 4, Drive. It's not just about steering a wheel. Here is version A.
Version A. Jason, it's pouring outside. Please don't call a taxi. I will transport you home.
Really? Thank you so much. It's dangerous to operate a vehicle in this terrible weather.
I know, but I operate a heavy car, so it's fine. Don't worry.
Great. That loud thunder sound is almost forcing me to become crazy anyway.
Transport you home. Sounds like moving shipping containers. Listen to version B with drive.
Version B. Jason, it's pouring outside. Please don't call a taxi. I will drive you home.
Really? Thank you so much. It's dangerous to drive a car in this terrible weather.
I know, but I drive a heavy SUV, so it's fine. Don't worry.
Great. That loud thunder sound is almost driving me crazy anyway.
Drive you home and driving me crazy. So dynamic. Let's examine the details.
First, drive means operating a vehicle. For example, a warm farewell on a rainy day. It's raining outside, so please drive safe on your way home. Or when offering to help out a tired friend. If you're too tired from the party, I'll drive instead.
And professional drivers might say, I've been driving city buses for 10 years without a single accident. Or even when talking about going somewhere solo without asking for help. He didn't want to bother anyone, so he drove himself to the airport. Wait, Jason. Can I say I drove my bicycle to work this morning?
Ah, that's a classic mistake. You drive cars, buses, or trucks, but you ride bicycles, motorcycles, or horses. And if you're a passenger on a bus or train, you also ride. So don't say, I drove a bicycle to school. Say, I rode a bicycle to school.
Got it. Now, the second meaning, drive, means giving someone a ride. The key structure here is drive plus person plus destination.
Right. Remember in version B when a woman offers her friend a ride in the rain?
She used this exact pattern. Don't call a taxi. I will drive you home. Or in an urgent emergency. He drove her to the nearest hospital when her fever spiked. Or a quick, polite request when your car is broken. Would you mind driving me home tonight? My car is at the repair shop.
Watch out for this pitfall. People often get confused with prepositions and say, drive to you home. Don't add to. Just say, drive you home.
People add to, because home sounds like a place you go to. But remember, home already includes the meaning of to the house.
Right. So it's drive you home, drive her home, or drive them home. Super simple once you get the hang of it.
Third, drive means pushing someone into an emotional state, a decision or an action.
Exactly. when someone is really annoying you. This noise is driving me crazy.
And it can express what motivates or pushes someone to act, like being driven by an emotion or instinct. For example, when anger takes over. He made a terrible decision because he was driven by anger.
Right. Or even when your stomach takes over late at night. I ordered a pizza at midnight driven by hunger.
Oh, we've all been there. Or when you just have to know something. Driven by curiosity, I clicked on that video.
That's so relatable. And lastly, we have the phrase driving force, which describes the main power or energy behind a team or success. You could say passion is the driving force behind success. Or for a group effort, great teamwork is the driving force of our project.
Love that expression. Driving force. Now, it's time to get some practice.
Let's practice drive.
Let's test what you learned. Try to answer these 3 quick questions.
Question 1. How do you politely ask a coworker or friend for a ride home when your car is getting fixed?
Would you mind driving me home tonight? My car is at the repair shop. Would you mind driving me home tonight? My car is at the repair shop.
Question 2. How do you offer to give a friend a ride to their house after dinner?
I'll drive you home after dinner. I'll drive you home after dinner.
Question 3. How do you tell someone that a sound is driving you crazy?
This noise is driving me crazy. This noise is driving me crazy.
Chapter 5. Fix.
To wrap things up, we have our final core verb today. Fix. Let's listen to version A.
Version A.
Can you hold this level? I need to mount this picture frame to the wall straight.
Sure. By the way, thank you for managing to introduce me to your coworker last week.
Oh, with my coworker. How did it go? Did he save you from single life?
Yes, he was so nice. Anyway, since you are working hard, I will prepare a fresh turkey sandwich for you.
Perfect. Though we might need to repair that broken toaster in the kitchen first if we want it toasted.
Now, let's hear how snappy version B sounds with fix.
Version B.
Can you hold this level? I need to fix this picture frame to the wall straight.
Sure. By the way, thank you for managing to fix me up with your coworker last week.
Oh, with my coworker, how did it go? Did he fix your single life?
Yes, he was so nice. Anyway, since you are working hard, I will fix a fresh turkey sandwich for you.
Perfect. Though we might need to fix that broken toaster in the kitchen first if we want it toasted.
Wow! Fix really does so much heavy lifting in daily English. Let's break down its 4 main meanings.
First, fix means repairing objects, clothes, or software bugs. In daily life, you can ask a family member, "Do you want me to fix your broken clock? I have the right tools here." Or politely request a favor. "Could you fix the window blinds, please? They won't roll up properly."
That's super practical. Can it also be used for clothing or business?
Absolutely. If a friend's shirt looks messy, you can say, "Would you fix your top?" The collar is flipped inside out. And in the office, a senior manager might say, "I help newly hired people fix their big mistakes." Or in IT tech, the tech team fixed the critical bug before launch.
That's awesome. Quick question. Is there a real difference between repair and fix?
Yes. Repair sounds formal and technical, mostly used for heavy equipment or complex physical infrastructure. Fix is much more natural and common for daily items, clothing, toys, or software errors.
So you'd say they're repairing the bridge, but I need to fix my kid's toy car.
Exactly. Or if your phone screen cracks or an app crashes, you just say, "I need to fix it." Keep fix as your main go-to word.
Got it. Now, what about the second meaning? Medical or physical healing?
Second, fix means curing or treating an illness, pain, or medical condition. For example, in an urgent medical context, a doctor might say, "Take this medicine. It will fix your headache." Or when offering comfort to someone going through a tough time, don't cry. He is not trying to judge you. He is just trying to help fix your bad habit.
Oh, like emotional or physical healing. Now, the third meaning always confuses beginners. Whipping up food or drinks quickly. When native speakers say fix coffee, they aren't repairing a broken coffee maker, right?
Yeah, exactly. In the kitchen, fix means to prepare or whip up a quick meal or drink. For instance, greeting someone in the morning. "Wake up. I'm going to fix you a warm breakfast today." And offering hospitality to a tired guest. "Sit down at the table and I'll fix you a fresh cup of coffee." Or even offering a meal. "You look hungry. Let me fix you a quick sandwich."
That sounds delicious. So if someone offers to fix a drink or a sandwich, they're just getting ready to cook or pour it.
Right. And fourth, fix means fastening something securely, setting dates, or setting someone up on a date.
So fix can also mean something is not moving or not changing.
Exactly. Think of it like being stuck or set in stone. For your eyes, you can say, "Keep your eyes fixed on the screen." It means don't look away.
Oh, I get it. What about making plans or schedules?
Just say, "Our meeting date is fixed." It means the date won't change. Or, "Don't worry about the details. Everything else is already fixed."
What about sports or social setups?
In sports, fixed means cheating. For example, the police arrested the player because he fixed a professional game. And for romantic setups, we use fix someone up with. For instance, "He asked me to fix him up with somebody nice from my university."
Wow, from cheating in sports to making romantic matches, fix really does it all.
It really does. Now that we've covered all these fun meanings, are you ready to use them yourself?
Let's practice.
Let's test what you learned. Try to answer these 3 quick questions.
Question 1. How do you politely ask a colleague to repair the broken window blinds?
"Could you fix the window blinds, please?" Could you fix the window blinds, please?
Question 2. How do you offer to make a quick, fresh cup of coffee for a morning guest using fix?
I'll quickly fix you a fresh cup of coffee. I'll quickly fix you a fresh cup of coffee.
Question 3. How do you say that a friend asked you to set him up on a blind date with someone nice?
He asked me to fix him up with somebody nice. He asked me to fix him up with somebody nice.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today with have, leave, hold, drive, and fix.
That's right. In fact, across our 4 episodes, we've covered all 20 core English verbs.
Just 20 verbs? Believe it or not, mastering these 20 verbs allows you to handle 80% of daily English conversations.
Absolutely. So loop these 4 episodes and listen to them every single day until they become second nature. Master these expressions, repeat the target drills out loud, and your daily English will sound incredibly natural.
To help you fully practice everything we learned today, a dedicated shadowing section is ready for you in our next video, so make sure to check that out too.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.
Let's loop in.